Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another vlog. It's Monday morning. I'm home alone. Grant's traveling for work, and I thought, what a better time than to just sort of do a little bit of a house reset, typical end of the week kind of thing. A little bit of clutter just builds up here and there around the house, so let's take care of that. We'll get it all cleaned up. I've been working on a new sewing project, which is going well now after one little disaster. Monday isn't really usually the end of the week for people. It's usually like the beginning of the week, but I feel like Mondays for me are the end of the week because I go back to work tomorrow on Tuesday. Grant and I just spent a really fun day together yesterday. We had a good time. We went to Barnes & Noble. We had a little book date, bought some spooky books. I'll show you those later. And then we went to Dave's Hot Chicken after because we'd never been and I've always wanted to just try it out. So we did, and it was surprisingly delicious. Really good. Also got a strawberry milkshake, top notch. I already vacuumed yesterday, so we really just need to do like a light vacuum of things. And let's begin, shall we? So just like as kind of per usual, this room is always kind of a mess, but I am in the middle of a sewing project. So like I can't put it away, you know, I gotta keep these things out. I just finished putting on the collar and the collar stand on the shirt and have to like do a final little attachment there, and then we move on to sleeves. How exciting. But I guess some things we could just kind of move out of the way here are, oh my God, let me show you this. Grant got me a really cute little gift. It's a little like watercolor, a baking themed watercolor workbook. This little guy showing you kind of a vibe of how to do it, and then there's an outline for you to watercolor in. I'm really glad there's outlines because I feel like without that I'd be struggling. A little mixer, a pan of cookies. This one's my favorite, this little cake. I'm so excited to do this one. It's so cute. So let's just set this aside for now. My paint brushes that I bought because I didn't have any. Not sure how much this counts as tidying, but I can at least put all my candles on one spot. Oh, we have a tea mug. I really love using heavy candles as like my pattern weights when I'm cutting out fabric and stuff. So that's why I have like a bunch of candles over here on this table all the time that most of the time I don't even burn. I just use them as weights, which is great. They work really well for that. This is the coziest cardigan I've ever purchased in my life. It is so cute. She's oversized, purple checkerboard. So cute. This is one of the things that I bought on TikTok shop. Sue me, okay? It's so comfy, so cozy, so oversized. Doesn't have pockets though, which is one thing we don't like. But other than that, so I'm obsessed. I've been wearing it anytime it's like a smidgen cold out. Pillows, by the way, are holding up super well. Love them, so comfy. Good enough. Yes, we have a Halloween lamb chop. 1 Halloween lamb chop. 2 Halloween lamb chop. And a Halloween bat. I strategically place these on top so that they'll pull them out first. And they usually do, although the crinkle ducks have their hearts now and forever. Forever! Well, there we go. Dishes are mostly done, except for the one that's just soaking. It had some really pretty bad coffee stains in there, so he's just gonna do a little bit of a soak, and then we'll do a scrub. I'm definitely one of those people where if something is like messy and I'm not seeing it frequently, it just like will not come into my brain to clean it. This is like a little bit gross. I mean, it's not like crazy or anything, but because I wear glasses, when I'm showering, I can't see like if there's any soap scum or anything built up when I'm in the shower, but I'm only in the shower when I'm showering, really, so that's definitely a spot that I like forget about to clean and whatnot. And then, I mean, I clean it. It doesn't usually go at least more than a month without a good clean. Maybe that's too long, I don't know, but I can't see it without my glasses in the shower, so I forget about it a lot. And then this little zone is also an area that I forget to clean a lot because I'm usually only seeing it in the mornings, and then I get home and I'm completely forgetting about it. I'm not thinking about it at all. So the espresso grounds, they tend to build up a little bit. So I try to do my best and remember to clean it like at least once a week so the grounds aren't just like going crazy all over the place. Because coffee grounds love to stick to everything, don't they? That looks better. Here's another thing that gets forgotten a bunch. Old flowers from my birthday, August 16th. So I think these bad boys have run their course and are ready to return to the earth. I'm also starting to think that maybe it's just been a fluke that I've been able to keep my Zanny alive for so long. Because these guys are struggling. I'm trying so hard. I make sure that like you touch the top and make sure it's not damp, but like this guy's doing okay. He's pretty all right, but this guy's a little upset at me. This one, well, well, you see that one. The peace lily is not doing so hot. All right, I think we did a pretty good job in terms of a little tidy up time, a little decluttering. Maybe now let's put on some like non-lounge clothes. Sometimes even just changing clothes makes you feel more accomplished with the day. And then I think somebody wants to go for another walk, even though it is off schedule, but he's very whiny today and I'm not really sure why. So we'll just give Briggs a little bit extra attention. We'll take him for a walk. We'll take Arlo also too afterwards, but Briggs will go first. But first, let's get changed and then we'll come back down here and walk the dog. Here's our little fall OOTD. Let's see. Jeans, Old Navy. They're balloon jeans. Are these still cool? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Shirt, Old Navy. T-shirt, Abercrombie, I think. Am I cool? Hi, Happy Pants. Hi. Hi. Back from dog walks, and I'm just throwing together a quick lunch for myself. Just some chickpea pasta, chicken zucchini, like a cream sauce of sorts. It just kind of felt like something that I wanted to have for lunch today, so we're making it. My walk with Briggs was not the best walk we've had in quite some time. If you're new to the channel, I have two dogs, Briggs and Arlo. They are both reactive in their own different ways. Arlo just gets too excited when he sees another dog and then makes gremlin noises that kind of sound like maybe if to somebody else like he might be aggressive, but really he's just incredibly excited and gets very frustrated when he's on a leash, because we made the mistake of when he was a puppy bringing him to the dog park a lot. This was before that we knew that the dog park is not necessarily a good place to actually take your dog, because you don't know the dogs there. You don't know anything about them. Like anything can happen. Accidents happen at dog parks all the time. Dogs get traumatized at dog parks all the time. It's just not a great place to go unless you have like the most happy-go-lucky, easygoing, well-mannered dog of all time. Arlo used to be, now he's just way too excited and crazy when he sees other dogs. But Briggs, again, like he loves dogs as well, but because he's a bigger dog, when he like reacts to things, it looks a lot scarier to other people. And the two things that he hates are off-leash dogs and cars. He just seems to really dislike them being in his space driving past us, especially when they're going too fast. He knows when they're speeding. He freaking knows. and he lets them know. So I was walking Briggs and I was taking him just to drop something off at the little box outside the post office. And we were walking past a parking lot, and in that parking lot was a parked car with 2 off-leash dogs inside. I mean, obviously they're off-leash, they're in a car, but they were barking like crazy at Briggs, snarling, growling out the windows, going crazy. He hated that. So he looked at it and was like all uncomfortable. And I noticed this, so I was trying to keep his attention and like move fast and keep him engaged in me. And then we stopped for him to do a pee and a sniff when we were quite a bit further down. And the person who owns that car was leaving the parking lot. And so a car and the barky dogs inside that he decided that he did not like. So they drove really close to us really fast, like zooming out of the parking lot for some freaking reason. Why do people do that? Just like slow down. Why are you in such a hurry? Maybe the fact they were at the liquor store at like 9 a.m. on a Monday, maybe that's why they were in such a hurry. Anyway, Briggs hated that, had a little bit of a blow up, big emotions about that. And yeah, that's just that. I accidentally recorded it because I was trying to get him, I was taking a little video of him walking real nicely beside me, being a good boy. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. You're 2 things you hate, dogs barking and cars. But you know what? That's just simply, that is not always our walks. Like most of the time, 98% of the time, he's so good. He's just walking beside us and he can ignore a car. If we just tell him to leave it, keep his attention, give him treats. But he was taking a pee, I was taking a video, the car zoomed by, he did not like that. But he regrouped, and in the end, everything, he was fine, came back normal. So then we just hung out in the little park for a little bit, doing a bit of training, and he had a really fun time doing that. So we rebuilt up his confidence a little bit there, and then came home. I walked Arlo. Nothing exciting about walking Arlo. He saw a dog and got a little excited, and that was about it. Other than that, uneventful. So now let's have some lunch. Here's our lunch for the day. I'm very excited. You know, there's one thing that HelloFresh did a really good job at teaching me, and it was how to finally stop making 8,000 servings of something at once. I don't know why that's something I've always struggled with so badly. I think maybe it has something to do with just like growing up in a family of 5, and my mom was always making like big amounts of things, and you know, we were always having people over and like making a large amount of servings of things. And for some reason that kind of just like carried over to me in my adult life. It's just 2 of us, just Grant and I, and I still would struggle so much with not making too much food all the time. But now I can finally say that HelloFresh helped me accomplish something. 2 servings of pasta, no more. I mean, this probably could have been divided into 3 because I think I accidentally put a little bit too much pasta in, but in an ideal world, I would have done double the zucchini, half the pasta, but you'll live and you'll learn. We're getting better every day, every time I cook. It's warm and comforting and edible, and I'll eat my pasta while I show you the fun things that we got at Barnes & Noble yesterday. It's not too many things. We just got books. It's Barnes & Noble. You can go crazy there if you want. You could buy everything you want. But it was my date choice, so I told Grant that I would buy him a book of his choice, of course. I was Barnes & Noble sugar mommy yesterday, so he chose this, The Darkest Night. It's like a collection of horror stories, just like shorts. Both of us kind of really enjoy when books have a collection of scary short stories. I don't know, it makes it easier to digest in a way. Especially around Halloween. I always want to have like a spooky book to read, which is why we went. So Grant chose this. I chose Revenge, 11 Dark Tales. Again, another little creepy collection of scary short stories. Love things like this. And then, because I've heard a lot about this book and the cover honestly is terrifying, I picked up Carrying Comfort by Dan Simmons. I've heard this is a really kind of creepy, spooky book. So she's big. I mean, she got that small print. She's thick. This will probably take me quite a while to finish. Maybe I should have just gotten the audiobook. Although, I'm currently finishing the Darkwood trilogy. I'm almost done. So cute. I don't care how old I get. I will always love a young adult, like, fantasy fiction novel series. I love it so much. It's so much fun. I wish it was a movie. All right, and then because I'm a sucker for obviously like the stuff they put close to the checkout to suck you in, to make you buy things you don't need. I obviously fell victim to that, and I got a little box of squishy woodland creatures, and I paid $10.50 for this. So let's see what I got. I'm expecting some cute little creatures, you know, that look like this and are squishy. Is that what I'm going to be getting? I couldn't look inside because obviously the box was taped. All right, they're all individually packaged. Oh, he's so squishy. All right, what is this Temu garbage? Ew, I hate it. They're so crappy. Why did I buy these? Look at him. He's like falling apart, first of all. He's got like a little loose dangly thread there. He's supposed to be a hedgehog, I guess. A little owl. Oh, he's kind of cute. He's our little owl friend. Squish, 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 squish. He's got a little hole in his butt. This guy, so far, feels the best. Squish, squish. Oh, they are satisfyingly squishy. The paint job, though, leaves something to be desired. Next up, we have a little bear. Little bear. Doot, 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 doot. So squishy. So far, I like the roundness of the owl the best, and I wish they were all round like that and more 3D and not just flat. Flat ones are not cool. Are they all flat now? I got a raccoon. Wow, his paint job is looking a little... Is he supposed to look like that? A little crooked. I don't think he's supposed to look like that, you guys. The stamp missed on this paint job. His eyes are wonky. And his mouth isn't even on his mouth. All right, next up we have a little fox. Here's our little foxy boy. Also kind of cute. But again, like I wish he was 3D. He's just flat in the back and that's kind of sad. Still cute. And last but not least, we have, what's a woodland creature that we don't have? Like a squirrel maybe, or like a chipmunk? Oh, I think he is a squirrel. Look at me, knowing my woodland creatures. Okay, I feel like you could probably buy these 100% on like a shitty website like Temu or like AliExpress. But this guy's a fat little 3D dude, and he's got a little tail. Look at his little tail. Look how jiggly and squishy he is. Oh, he's cute. The owl and the squirrel are my favorite because they're like 3D. Boing, 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 boing. Cute, love them. And the rest are like, oh no, I dropped him. Sorry about my Band-Aid. These ones are good, but I don't like how flat they are. Why do they gotta be flat? Why do they gotta have a flat back? You know what I'm saying? Like why? Why can't they just all be 3D and cute and round? That would be so much better. Whatever, they're still cute and I definitely enjoy squishing them in my hands. It does feel really nice. And maybe I will put these at my desk and they'll hang out with me. Or maybe one of them will just sit at my sewing machine with me. That sounds like a good idea. That was fun. Probably not worth $10.50, but I still like it.